Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and my name is Ahmad Hafizuddin bin Muhammad Dahlan. My metric number is 256506, and in this video I'm going to discuss about my reflection regarding the international environmental class that will be teaching by our beloved lecturer Dr. Snok Tapiwazanggeni. And first of all, actually this reflection video is regarding we are required to us to reflect on our class project, but due to this pandemic COVID-19, we actually had to cancel our class project, which is sad story. And we are going to do our assessment, which is reflection on this class only. So first of thing, the issues, problem, experience. Okay, I will share my experience during this class. Actually, my experience during this class is quite not much, because we don't had much face-to-face discussion, only through the online learning. But my experience about this class is actually quite interesting, as I can know more friends, I can interact with my more friends, more junior, and the other things. And my experience during this class is actually I gain some things. I gain new information, new knowledge about what is international environment laws. Issues, problem. Actually, there is no issues, problem arises during this class. Beside some other minor things, such as the complicated ways of interact with by using the internet connection is just a slight problem. And secondly, I will share about the implementation, the managing, executing, and implementation of the project. Sadly, we are decided to cancel our project regarding this pandemic COVID-19, and which is really sad. I hope that we can had a project with doctor, travel somewhere, doing research and the other things, but due this pandemic, actually we can't manage, we can't execute, we can't implement any one of the project, which is really bad. But thankfully that we are still alive, we are still healthy in this COVID-19, which is this project. Our friend life is more important than the project. But I still sad with the cancellation of the project. What have you consulted and discussed with? Okay, actually, Dr. Snok, in terms of consulted and discussed, Dr. Snok are the lecturer, which is he are willing to give his hand to help the other students, which is I have WhatsApp doctors regarding some question due to the topic that I decided to choose, and I just WhatsApp doctor, and yeah, thanks to God, doctor had replied me, and from that, I think the consultation and discussion with Dr. Snog are really going well. And next, I will discuss about ideas and what I think about the project. Okay, project we are turn it into the class reflection. What I think about this class is actually this class has turned me into the persons that actually want to digging more and appreciate all of the environment things that when I learned about the environment, it has make me realize that environment is actually one of the things that we as a mankind should taking care. And this class had impacted me so well that I recently discover more about the environmental law topic, which is this class had turned me into the person that actually appreciate all of these environmental things, thanks to Dr. Knox, as he really encourage students to actually taking care and save the environmental regarding this environmental situation in our world recently poured regarding the human activities. And my reflection on the knowledge, actually at first I think environmental law class is does not much related with international affairs, which is my course. But when I decided to joining this class, I think international law class is actually related with our course, international affairs, as international law class also had been discussing on the law or the convention that related to international affairs actually, and what can be done to improve in terms of the method of teaching. Actually I really like the way that Dr. Snog teaching us, as he willing to give his hand to help all of the students. And if there is a thing that Dr. Snog and this class should improve, is actually maybe after this Dr. Snog can implement creativity in his class rather than teaching on the whiteboard. Maybe he can make a group activity in this class, and it will strengthen the bond within the students and also lecturers. And what the lesson learned that I learned through this class is actually, as I said before, this class is really impacted me. Before this, I am a human that I am a student that doesn't really care about this environment, this international environment. But when I joined this class, Dr. Snog really asked his student to actually love the environment, love the green, love the living things surround us. And that is a lesson that I learned. The next lesson that I learned is if we as a human does not really taking care of this environment, who else? How this class impact your motivation? Yeah, how this class impact my motivation and future stealing? Actually, on my motivation, it does not impact much, but what are Dr. Knox stressed out in his class actually turned me into a student that really want to digging more information about this environmental class. And I think recently I have searching for environmental news and environmental cases that happen in this world. Yeah, there is kind that the impact there is one of the kind of impact that really impacted me and my future dealings. Futures dealing while joining this class, I think when I had the permanent job, I want to joining some environmental NGO to actually save this environment. So yeah, and I will rate this class 10/10 because I really like Dr. Knox method of teaching. Dr. Knox really understandable, really kind, really kind. In my last semester, I think I will miss you, Dr. Knox. Thank you for giving me an A in the United States Foreign Policy, and I hope you also can give me an A plus in this international environmental class. Before I end my video, I want to thank to Dr. Knox, who are passionate in his class, passionate in his style of teaching, in order to make his students really know well about what is actually in the international environmental law. International environmental law is a subject that I will recommend to my junior, as this subject is really interesting. It teach you on how to be a good person that actually love the environmental. Before I end, I want to wish Dr. Knox had a happy and successful life upcoming, as I will end my degree life this semester, and I will rarely to see Dr. Knox in the upcoming days. Thank you, Dr. Knox. International environmental class are really exciting and interesting class for me. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.